Chapter 8, The Corridors Beneath, the House Above. The corridor throbbed with a pulse that was not light, not heat, but some third thing, older than either. The walls were smooth, veined like onyx filled with breathing silver, and they curved unnaturally, no sharp corners, only soft, intestinal turns, as if carved from the roots of a god's dream. The four walked in silence. Oren led, his steps slow but steady. Talia followed, her fingers grazing the walls, reading vibrations like old braille. Elias carried the key. It had begun to tremble faintly in his hand. And Luna, the outsider, walked with a strange calm, half childlike wonder, half somber recognition, like someone recognizing a place from a story their bones had once whispered. "Do you feel it?" Luna said. "The tension. Like something's watching us from inside us," Elias replied. "Or behind the walls." Oren stopped suddenly. "Not watching," he said. "Waiting." And behind them, a low shudder crawled up the corridor. As though something vast had shifted. Above, elsewhere in the house. The house sighed. Books fell open on their own. Floorboards inverted. Portraits blinked. A locked drawer in a forgotten bedroom yawned wide to reveal a crumbling dress, still wet with seawater. In the west wing, a staircase melted into a spiral. In the attic, long dormant bells began to chime, not with clappers but with tongues. In the jarred room, several jars shattered, at once, soundlessly. Their contents vanished, leaving behind only the scent of nursery powder and ozone. A hallway previously sealed behind a bookcase opened, revealing a room full of empty chairs, all turned toward a single, cracked mirror that now showed four shadows walking somewhere far below. And in the long hallway where no clocks ever ticked, the grandfather clock began to hum. The house was aligning. Not preparing for collapse. Preparing to remember. Below, the corridor narrows. They walked now single file, the ceiling pressing low. "We're descending into something other than history," Talia murmured. "This isn't memory, it's intention." Luna reached out and stopped, her hand hovering over a panel in the wall. It was carved, or grown, with the shape of a tree, its branches knotted into a spiral. At its roots were four names, faded almost entirely. One glimmered faintly, Elmire. She touched it. The corridor widened instantly with a sound like cracking bone wrapped in honey. Light bloomed, dim and warm, revealing a chamber at the end of the path. Circular. Old. A stone basin stood at the center, filled not with water, but with sleep. That's the only word for it. A swirling pool of dim, pearlescent vapor, thick and curling like breath on glass. And within it, dimly, figures. Faces. Hundreds. Maybe thousands. All sleeping, some weeping, some singing soundlessly. And every one of them. Somberdeep. Elias stepped forward, his breath ragged. "They're us." "No," Oren whispered. "They're the versions of us the house chose not to keep." Luna knelt beside the basin. "This is what the house does," she said. "It doesn't just remember. It collects. Preserves. All ourselves, every path we didn't walk. Every memory too dangerous to bear. Every fracture we survived by leaving part of ourselves behind." Talia's voice was barely audible. "We're not here to escape. We're here to choose." The sleep in the basin began to rise, forming a tendril, reaching toward her, coiling around her wrist with gentleness and immense weight. "We've come," Luna said softly. "Now what do you want us to become?" The house did not answer in words. But above, in a nursery long sealed shut, a cradle began to rock itself. And in the root chamber, four new chairs were forming, growing upward, pulsing faintly with breath.